a la clase de 2015, graduación de secundaria Odem. Hemos sido el mejor en la historia de clase Odem. Estoy diciendo esto en español para que mi familia de Tennessee no sabe lo que estoy diciendo. Así que no les digo. And that was the part I've been terrified about, by the way. Now, I've dreamed about making a graduation speech for a long time, and now that it's a reality, I found it's not the easiest thing to write. So while thinking about it, I found that there were a lot of things I've learned at Odem High School over the 4 years. Since we're the class of 2015, I've condensed these things into 15 things that I've learned at Odem High School. Now, to start with number 15. The fact is, we're the best class in OH history, no doubt. We have surpassed expectations in every single thing over the 4 years. In baseball, football, band, volleyball, basketball, UIL academics, KDT challenge, academic decathlon, OAP, FFA, and cheerleading, just to name a few. I feel that since we've graced the halls of OHS, it has become a better and more successful place. Now, we couldn't have done it without some help. So this is where I challenge the class of 2016 to build on our successes and make it even better. Number 14. Have friends who know what's for homework so you can actually do the homework. I won't tell you how many times I've texted Catherine, Brooke, or Chelsea at 8 or 9 at night asking what we had for homework. Without them, I probably wouldn't be up here. And I was always happy to be able to turn my homework in on time and completed. Now, number 13. Number 13 is to bend the rules a little. This speech I'm saying is not the one I turned in earlier. I actually turned in my cousin Chloe's old speech, so hope y'all forgive me. Now, I combined the next 4 into one, the numbers 9, 10, 11, 12, to represent our 4 grade levels in high school. Now, these 4 years I enjoyed a lot, and I've learned that we're never going to be in the same place twice. I've learned that I'm truly going to miss sitting at my lunch table with my friends, throwing grapes across the table into Hunter's mouth, making jokes with Brittany and Claire, trading lunches with Michaela all the time, looking at funny pictures with Chelsea, laughing at Sean throwing his spaghetti all over Brooke's white shirt, always getting mad at Claudia for stealing my french fries, and wondering why in the world we let some juniors sit with us all year. I still don't know how we all fit at one lunch table, but I enjoyed every second of it. Now, my 8th point comes from Coach Huerta, and as he told us multiple times, studs make plays. There comes a time you need to get something done, and if you're really the person from a job, you'll find the way to get it done. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, or the greatest of all time, because he was a stud. When the game was on the line, he got it done. On the biggest stage, he was always the guy to do whatever he could to get it done. This isn't just about sports, though. We can use this in everyday life. You can choose to be average or choose to be a stud. Over the past 4 years, we've learned to be studs. Now, my number 7 is that the hard work pays off. There was a bunch of times me, and I know y'all also, wanted to sleep in, skip class, not do homework, not do a project, just not do things. But we did the hard work, and it's paid off because we're here. Now, number 6. There are many people that help make me successful, and there's some certain people that I would really be lost and sometimes hungry without over the 4 years. I knew that every time I forgot my lunch and I was able to convince my mom to bring it to me, Miss O'Conius would guard it in the office and not let anybody steal it. And I also know over the past year, any time I needed one of the 800 transcripts, Miss Chaviva would always help me out any way possible. Without these 2 ladies, the past 4 years would have been extremely hard and I would have been very hungry. Now the 5th one is to enjoy the ride. I hate long car rides more than anything, and I hate bus rides even more. Whoever designed school buses didn't have people who were 6'2" in their mind. I was always cramped and uncomfortable, but some of my fondest memories come from long bus trips and car trips. I'll never forget schooling TJ in rap battles on the way home from baseball games, celebrating every playoff football game in the back of the bus with a fun bus ride home, and singing very off tune with John, Utah, and Mr. Back on the way to state FFA competitions. Now, my 4th point goes to my family. Family is everything. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. My grandparents, Bob and KK, the Mike and MH, have helped shape me to who I am today. Their love and examples on life will be with me forever. My parents have been the greatest parents I could ask for. They've supported me in everything I do, from being at hundreds of baseball games to driving to me to many UIL speaking events the next morning. I couldn't have done this without you. Now, my brother Jack. He claims he isn't going to miss me one bit, and he can't wait for me to move away in August. But I have a feeling he's going to miss me at least. At least when I would clean the pig pens for him. I can't think of a better friend to have lived across the hall from, and I'm proud to call him my brother. Also, I couldn't have asked for better cousins. Gus, Chloe, Jill, Trent, Reagan, and Tripp. Y'all are like brothers and sisters to me, and I love y'all all. Now, my third thing, I've learned to celebrate accomplishments. They're pretty rare. I've learned to take the time to enjoy what we've done and work to achieve more. I know a lot of y'all can attest to there's no better feeling than after we beat Taft to help win district in football. And it was pretty fun beating George West over there to win baseball too. Major accomplishments don't come along very often. I'm glad I got to enjoy many accomplishments in high school and hope that me and my classmates can have many more as we go on in life. Now, my number 2 is a step out of my comfort zone. My freshman year, Mr. Matt convinced me to run for FFA district office. And we had to give a speech, and I'd never given a public speech before. I walked up there and did this. I looked at the crowd for about 30 seconds and stammered out, my name's Payne, please vote for me. And then like Forrest Gump, I said, that's all I have to say about that. I was way out of my comfort zone there. And without that experience, I wouldn't be here where I am today. It pushed me to my limits. Now I think I'm a decent public speaker, but without stepping out of my comfort zone, I would never be where I am today. And before I say my final thing, I'd like to thank everyone at Odem High School and the Odem Edgewater Independent School District for making the class of 2015 who we are. For the rest of our lives, we get to call ourselves Scrap and House. And I know that I head off to College Station in August, I'll leave with wonderful memories and lessons learned. So the final thing I've learned at Odem High School is if you're going to go out, you go out with a bang. Thank you.